Nandi, the home of long-distance running and beautiful landscapes filled with tea plantations, is also a haven for profitable dairy farming. But like in every other venture, dairy farmers in this county have had challenges securing structured markets, stable prices and profits from their milk.
We were struggling so hard. The milk price that time was 9 shillings per litre. And it was really terrible. All the milk was going to those people who were buying. Maziwa naenda kando hapo. There was no structure.
These challenges motivated farmers to come together for purposes of influencing a situation for a higher bargaining power through cooperatives. With the assistance of partners such as the National Agricultural and Rural Inclusive Growth Project Narig, the cooperatives were quite successful. Upon coming together, first as cooperatives and later as a union, farmers in Nandi have been able to achieve a steady increase in farm gate prices for their milk. Their success is attributable to various partners. One of them is the National Agricultural and Rural Inclusive Growth Project, Narig.
We now saw a different thing again. The milk that had gone down started now coming up with the assistance of Narig. Registration of farmers started coming up.
When the project started, we had several producer organizations which were supported. Out of the 13 cooperatives which have supported in Narig as POs for Narig, actually 8 of them have been supported as dairy POs, and these POs formed an umbrella organization, the Nandi Dairy Cooperative Union. This is the major achievement of this project in this country, to bring together the POs to form a union, and they are actually at the moment aggregating milk, and they are channeling the milk to the market collectively.
That is in 2020. We moved from 8 to 45,000. And remember, these are only 8 cooperative societies. We came to 2021, and we also moved up to 60,000 liters. This is because of one thing. In 2020, before June 2020, the price of milk in Kenya that was going to the farmer was 24 shillings. But when we came together, the price rose from 24 to 35. You can see that increase. And that one made us, and this one is also, we can attribute this one to Narig. Because Narig gave us, we went out to Pechmark. We went to Baringo. And in Baringo, we talked with the Baringo people, and they told us, they asked us a question. They said, do you want to process milk? We told them, yes, we are going to process milk. Have you started bulking? We told them, no. And then they told us, if you have not started bulking, forget about processing. So when we came back with a lot of fire. And we said, we are going to bulk our milk.
The project, being implemented in Nandi and 20 other counties in Kenya, is supporting farmers and farmer groups to attain profitability in their respective value chains by assisting them increase their productivity. This is the assistance that was offered to select cooperatives, otherwise known as producer organizations in Nandi County, and the Nandi Dairy Cooperative Union, an umbrella for the dairy cooperatives in the county. The union is now in the final stages of establishing a state-of-the-art processing facility in the county. This has so far been achieved through financial support from the county government of Nandi and the Narig project.
And Narig has come in a big way here now. This fermented line was bought by Narig. The World Bank gave us 100 million for this, and it is now complete. It was to go to the lab and the fermented line, and the two are already here. The lab has not been uncovered, they are still in boxes, but you can see the fermented line is complete. And I'm sure this factory, before the end of next month, this factory will be up and running by June.
To ensure maximum productivity and a steady supply of milk to these cooperatives and the processor, the Narig project has trickled down its support right to the individual farmers. The project supports farmers through various components that are meant to support community-driven development, strengthen producer organizations and value chain development, and also support county community-led development. In all this, the emphasis is on community-driven processes, and implementation is attained through locally elected community-driven development committees or CDDCs who work in tandem with all other project structures. Farmers are supported through groups that share a common interest, also known as Common Interest Groups or CIGs.
The approach where we have community-driven development is a concept which has really been a first one in this project. We have the 20 structures called community-driven development committees, the CDDCs, which are operational in all the wards, the 20 wards which is selected in Narig. We have had farmers also many farmers were very enthusiastic with the project and subscribed to the 4 value chains which we promoted, which was avocado, dairy, chicken, and also Irish potato.
Individual farmers have been assisted with both resources and capacity building to maximize production of the best quality milk. While the role of extension officers in reaching smallholder farmers with relevant agricultural information cannot be underestimated, extension officers are few in number compared to the clients who need their expertise. The officers often operate with scarce resources in their attempts to drive food security efforts within the country. Narig is meeting this challenge in Nandi by employing the use of disruptive agricultural technologies, DATs. Specifically, farmers are now benefiting from an easily accessible phone application, DigiCow, which has been built to address agricultural knowledge gaps by developing extensionists attached to the dairy producer organizations or POs who effectively use digital tools and increase availability of user-friendly digital dairy farming tips in Nandi County.
So this app is normally has got so many features. One of it is training. We have where farmers can ask questions. It's called chat room. We also teach farmers on how to keep the records. So records is very important to farmers, especially on deworming and maybe on milk sales, and also during the hair high services. So recording is very important. It's a platform, also a digital platform. Also, you can make records. So it is an easy app. So that's where also farmers can also call maybe the experts who know more about the dairy farming. So that is what we normally do in the field.
Wakati nilianza ukulima nilikuwa na changamoto. Kitu ya kwanza sikuwa najua wakati wa kudiwa ng'ombe, sikuwa naweza kujua wanadiwa mache, kwa sababu si kujua wanapima ng'ombe kilo ili uchue uzito wa dawa. Sasa wakati dichika walipokuja, mwalimu alikuja akatufundisha, na hapo sasa ndio niliweza kujua na nimefaidika, kwa sababu wakati wa gudiwa ng'ombe sina shida yoyote. Ninawapatia dawa za kutosha, na pia ng'ombe yangu inakaa, ninaona mabadiliko kuanzia hapo.
Other than supporting investments and productivity in dairy, the Narigp project is also assisting farmers in 3 other value chains, that is, local chicken, potato, and avocado. Women are generally known to be enterprising with an impressive saving culture. This has always been evident in Kenya through the famous stable banking. Groups of women across the country meeting either weekly or monthly, and through their contributions create avenues for financial access to meet each other's needs. If you capitalize on these structures and offer support to necessitate alternative sources of income for the group and the members, the results are exponential. Simply put, you will be supporting a whole lot of livelihoods. The Narigp project has done exactly this. In Nandi County, the Ushindi Multipurpose Group was started with that sole purpose, table banking. Over years though, and after getting a chance to benefit from the Narigp project, their story has inevitably changed.
Sisi tumekuwa na kikundi cha table banking. So ikafika next time tukapata mmoja akatuambia kuna hii nani ya Narig na ingependa sana vikundi. Tukaona na sisi tuko na shida kwa hii community yetu, kuku zinakufa, kifaranga mostly asipatikani. Unaweza kuwa na kifaranga lakini hujajua kuchunga hiyo kifaranga. So tukaona hata sisi tuko na hiyo interest ya kuchunga kuku. Tukaona afadhali tuingie, alafu ikuwe inatusaidia tuchue kuchunga kuanzia the first day mpaka ikuwe kuku. That's why ndio tuliingia kwa hiyo Narig.
The group wrote a proposal through the local CDDC where they were supported on incubation of local chicken. The group aimed to ensure supply of improved local poultry chicks to farmers within Kapsabet ward and beyond. As the chair lady explains, the support has not just assisted the group expand their financial base, it has also exposed group members to knowledge on how to efficiently rear local chicken, and this has spiked members' interest to individually invest in this venture.
We are seeing the sector is getting organized. This value chain has been having like farmers have not been quite organized. It has not been an organized value chain, but we are having a number of CRGs. Over 150 CRGs are subscribed in that value chain.
Ninajifunia kwa sababu mimi mwenyewe nimejua kifaranga inapoanguliwa inafaa ichungwe hivi na hivi na hivi, na kiwango yenye nimefika mimi kwa saa hii, mimi nitachunga kuku mpaka ikuwe hiyo kuku kubwa kuanzia kifaranga first day 1 mpaka ikuwe kuku ianze kutega, tuanze kuuza kifaranga, tuanze kuuza kuku kubwa. Hiyo mimi naweza kwa saa hii. Faida ya kuku kwa kina mama kama sisi, kuku ikishatoa mayai inatusaidia kwa pesa. Tukisanya uuze, hauwezi uliza chumvi, hauwezi uliza sabuni, huwezi uliza sukari. Hiyo ndio faida yenye kuku inatusaidia. Sisi kwa saa hii huwezi enda ambia mzee nisaidie shilingi 10 ninunue chumvi, nisaidie 20 ninunue sabuni. Kuku imetusaidia.
The Showers of Blessings self-help group is another such group. The remarkable thing about the Narigp project is that support is given to actors across the entire value chain to enable maximum productivity. While the Ushindi multi-purpose group focuses on hatching eggs for members and the community to rear, this other group applied for and has been trained and supported to engage in poultry feed formulation. The project is aimed at providing quality and affordable poultry feed in order to support poultry production and increase household income to smallholder farmers.
Tukafunzwa for about 2 months, tukifunzwa tu 2-3 months. Ngawa tucha graduate, tulifanya hiyo training, tukamaliza mpaka tukalisha kuku, kila mtu akawa na kuku yake, tukaimalizia. Tukapewa sasa tukafunzwa tena juu ya kuformulate chakula ya kuku. Formulation tukaanza sisi pekee yetu sasa. Na ile usaidizi tumepewa na watu wa Narig. Wametupea raw materials, wametupea machine, sisi ni kuformulate. Tukaformulate ya kwanza. Sisi wenyewe tukanunua because hatukuwa tumefanya marketing. Tukaiuza ile group ya kwanza, tukaimalizia. Kumalizia hata sisi tunanunua. Tukaimalizia, tukaformulate another one. Tukaanza kupeleka soko kwa masoko. Tunaformulate, tukiuza. Tunaformulate, tukinunua sisi wenyewe kwa wenyewe. Imetusaidia kwa kama kikundi. Tunashukuru hiyo Narig. Wametusongesha at least. December hii tukiongea. Tulikula Christmas sasa group. Januari hii tukiongea, tulilipa school fees kama group, kama kikundi. Sasa hapo ndio tunaona matunda. At least for the first time.
Narig is not just about economic empowerment, but also social inclusivity. As Mr. Mutai, the Narig Nandi County Project Coordinator, explains, the aspect of inclusivity ensures that all members of the community receive support, including the vulnerable and marginalized groups.
But we are seeing a number of CIGs also who are being supported as vulnerable and marginalized groups. This is critical to us because we have to address the issue of the VMGs, vulnerable and marginalized groups. We are seeing farmers even having the projects for poultry or chicken just for nutrition purposes, to improve their nutrition. You see, this is one commodity which has high protein content. We are seeing a few farmers coming together, making a proposal just to do a nutrition proposal to improve the nutrition in the community, and also the vulnerable and marginalized groups, even the VMGs, the people living with disabilities, and other categories of marginalized groups coming together. We are looking at even other non-traditional enterprises coming up through this window of VMGs, the vulnerable and marginalized groups, like even the fish production, small-scale fish production. This is contributing enormously to nutritional aspects or improvement in the county.
Tena tukienda kwa vulnerable, yani mambo ya VMGs. Hao VMGs, hao vijana na watu wasiojiweza na hao widows walikuwa na shida sana kwa vile hakuna mtu alikuwa na saidia hawa. Sasa walipopewa hii mambo ya 100,000, sasa wakaanza mambo ya kufuka samaki kwa vile walifuka hii samaki kwa teknolojia wa kisasa.
Under this investment window, support was given to various beneficiaries, among them St. Martin Home for the physically challenged children. The home wrote a proposal through the local CDDC and has been funded to improve nutrition by providing eggs and chicken meat once in a while in their diet. The manure from their chicken venture also improves fertility of their kitchen garden where they grow their vegetables.
When the group visited us, the Narigp, and they asked what would they like them do for the children. The question came to my mind that we need something to support the children's sustained or substitute. Like if we had a chicken, then we could have the hens supply them the eggs to the community if we can, but more so for the children's benefit. Because these children, they need something to sustain them. And this, we were promised 50,000. And then they would put up the structure. But we had a structure, though small. So we opted for 80 birds, of which we were given. And that has increased to more than 100, there's 130.
Another group still funded under this window is the Toret Gay Kosien self-help group, and this was because majority of their members were widows. They were funded during the second quarter of 2019-2020 financial year to engage in fish production and vegetable production. The project costed 50,150 Kenya shillings and was funded in terms of materials through the local CDDC. This covered pond construction materials, fingerlings, vegetable inputs, and fish feeds. As their contribution, the group purchased nails and provided unskilled labor during construction.
Vile tuliandika proposal, ile kamiti ya CCDT wakatuitia technical officer wa fish farming. Akaja akatufunza vile namna ya kujenga fish pond hii ya kisasa. Ilikuja kutuonyesha tukachenga wakati tulikuwa tumesaidiwa na Narig. Ndio tukachenga hiyo fish pond ya kisasa. Na tunaonelea ni mzuri sana kwa sababu tunaona tutafata kitu. So tumeendeleza hiyo kazi muda ya karibu mwezi 8 sasa. Na tunaona ni faida kwetu kwa sababu tunaelekea wakati wa kuharvest hiyo samaki, ndio tunajua itatuinua kidogo.
Samaki iko na manufaa mengi kwa sababu tukikula tunapata faida, tukiuza tunapata tunafaidika kwa ajili ya kusaidia mambo ya pesa. Sasa tuko na shida ya school fees wakati huu. Sasa tukiuza tutalipa school fees na yengine yenye itapaki tutakula. Na tukikula tutapata nguvu ya kwenda shamba ama ya kuendeleza mradi huu tuchunge vizuri.
One of the biggest hindrances to productivity in Irish potatoes in Nandi County has been seed supply. For the longest time, farmers have been replanting their own harvests and buying some from their neighbors as seed. This has led to a huge decline in productivity, affecting yields and destroying the nutritional value of their soils. When Narig came in, it supported farmer groups and cooperatives alike to engage in certified and clean potato seed production.
Project ya seeds tulichukua kwa sababu tuliona in our community tulikuwa na changamoto sana kwa upande wa clean seeds ama mbegu safi. Tulikuwa na shida, tulikuwa tunanunua kwa local people or local market na tunapata ile inaharibika kwa haraka sana. Ingine tulikuwa na changamoto kwa upande wa kutengeneza shamba. Watu hawakuwa na hiyo knowledge ya kutengeneza shamba vizuri na kwa muda inayofaa, na kupitia tena vitu tulikuwa tunatumia tools haikuwa inatuletea mbegu safi.
The Chamtanyi Kolong Multipurpose Group is a farmer group in Kapsabet that was equally funded for their proposal to increase the smallholder incomes through promotion and bulking of clean potato seeds.
Tulianza hii kazi mwaka wa 2020. Tulianzia eka moja. Tuliweza kutengeneza shamba eka moja. Tukapanda mbegu ilikuwa 13 packs. So vile tulipanda na tulikuwa na hiyo knowledge ya kutengeneza, kupitia masomo ya Narig through county government wakitutumanishia mtu wa agriculture, tukaweza kuwaface ama tulipata bags 75 na hiyo ilikuwa first round. So kutoka pale tukashika hiyo tukakuja tukaweka hizo mbegu na tunashukuru tena tulipata hii store, ngawaje store inachukua capacity ya 100 bags. So tukashukuru kwa sababu tulipata 75 ilikuwa ina fit kwa hii store, tukaweka vizuri. Tukangojea tena mbegu ikakua. Baada ya miezi 3 mpaka 4 mbegu ikakua, tukatayarisha second round, tukaenda kupanda kiasi cha ekari 2. Tulipanda 2 acres, tukatumia mbegu 32 bags kupanda 2 acres. Na ile bidii yetu na ile masomo tulipata through FFS, tunashukuru Mungu tukaweza kupata masao ama tulipata mbegu 180 bags kutoka kwa ile 32 bags yenye tulipanda pale. Kutoka pale tukashughulikia mpaka tukaleta hapa. Hii yenye tunaona saa hii ni ya second round, ile tulipata 180 ambayo iko hapa. Tumesort according to the groups, kuna size 1, size 2 mpaka size 3.
Although we had a very big interest among farmers in the Irish potato sector, we didn't have any seed support, seed system support. We did not have enough seed, but we have had a cooperative, aggregated, I mean federated by farmers through the CIGs, and we have had them implementing seed production. Now more and more seed is available for farmers to plant, which are certified. The Irish Potato Cooperative is now having a KFIS license. It's licensed by KFIS to produce certified seed. This is for the very first time since independence in this county to have a certified KFIS certified cooperative for seed production. And you know, 90% of production of potato is accomplished through quality healthy seed. Otherwise, we cannot talk of a sector of the potato sector. So we are looking at a very big mix of aggregation, or we are looking at a lot of impacts across the value chains.
All these aspects of agriculture and livelihood have one thing in common: water. Without a steady and sustainable source of water, all other efforts are futile. This is the reason why the Narigp project, through its third component, is supporting rehabilitation and protection of water catchment areas in Nandi County. Investments have been made towards sustainable land management and water investment projects as follows: the Kamasia Integrated Landscape Conservation Project, the Chemusei Landscape Conservation Project, the Lengon Valley Landscape Rehabilitation and Integrated Sustainable Land Management Project, and the Kamasia Mass Gravity Dam and Small-Scale Irrigation Project. In Chemusei Landscape Conservation, the Narigp project has managed to establish 73 kilometers of terraces to control water runoff, supplied over 10,000 avocado seedlings, 17,020 indigenous tree seedlings, and 2,000 bamboo tree seedlings to beneficiaries for planting. 7 farm ponds have been constructed for the vulnerable and marginalized in this area, and the Kosirai water pan has been protected through fencing and extension of the weir.
What they did is that they excavated part of this area because it was not complete. They fenced this wall, as you can see, and also they did this tilting of this area because there was also mud inside. And then from there, Narig also gave us trees to plant, of which we can see some trees are just here. They also gave us the indigenous trees they gave us the bamboo. They also gave us avocados to go and plant in our homes. So during the excavation, the youth were involved. They even helped in removing the mud. And also, during the planting of trees, we had the youth and even the older people. They participated in planting the trees inside here and also outside this project. And also, the trees that were taken to the homesteads, they were the ones who went also to plant. Also the terracing, they are the ones who also did the terracing of the farms. And also, they are the ones who made sure that whatever was needed, they were always available.
Of doing projects and implementing them is one thing, but sustainability has been a challenge across many projects. But Narig, we are very lucky with the Narig project because it is intrinsically, it has had mechanisms for sustainability, which are incorporated in the design of the project. We see at the producer organization level, we are having cooperatives. These are actually commercial running entities. And this is, they have their own structures, and we are seeing that the project ensured that the governance of the governance issues are tackled through the provision of inclusion grants, which actually made sure that they were trained adequately on governance issues, and they also capacity built and exposed. Most importantly, they for the very first time, some cooperatives would have liked to operate initially as exclusive clubs or for a few. But through these inclusion grants and the training, they realize that the membership, having more membership in a cooperative is their strength and actually going to have them be more sustainable.
All these efforts are geared towards one goal and one goal only: increase in productivity and profitability for all actors across the 4 prioritized value chains here in Nandi.
Mambo ya shule, hakuna uwezi pata mtu mwenye ameingia kwa Narig ati mtoto yake anafukuzwa. Watu wako sawa, wako healthy, hata akitaka nyama anytime wanapata.
Narig imetutoa mbali. Naweza sema wametutoa huko chini, wametupeleka juu. Sababu ni sasa, wakati tulikuwa tunapambana, tulikuwa tunatumia resources mingi kuweka kwa shamba, lakini tunapata mazao kidogo. Yield ya seeds ilikuwa mbovu, but nikiona hii imetupeleka mbali kwa sababu ile effort ambayo tunaweka kwa shamba ndio tunapata produce yake iko juu sana.
Narig imetutoa mbali, mahali penye sisi wenyewe hatukuwa tunajua. Imetu extend mpaka this far, sijui hata nitasema aje, kwa sababu imetutoa mbali.
Dairy farmers are earning better prices. Potato producers now have access to clean, certified seed, while those dealing with local chicken are assured of rearing healthy birds fed on high-quality feed. It is all adding up.